The first and only Stanford Heisman Trophy award was given to Jim Plunkett over 40 years ago in 1970. It's kept down the hall from where head coach David Shaw made his case for why a second trophy should be awarded to Andrew Luck.
You're talking about who, in my opinion, and I'm incredibly biased, who's the best football player in America, who's the most dynamic football player in America, who's doing what others can't do. Who's doing the most? Who's doing what other people can't or at the very least are not doing week after week after week? And to me, that's what Andrew has done really for 2 years. And this year in particular, we've put more on him. And every single week he comes in and says, okay, what else you got?
Stanford is pulling out all the stops to make sure that Heisman voters look at the entire picture, including this presentation, where the coach talked about how Luck is basically another coach on the field.
I'm about to do something that would make most coaches cringe a little bit, but I think it's necessary. Okay, this is a section of our call sheet. All right, in any given game, we'll take 270 to 350 passes or total calls into a game. It's way too much, but we have the leeway with the quarterback that we have that we can do it. He's not a guy just listening to a play call and running a play, whether it's as a receiver or a running back or an offensive lineman. Andrew's making the decision at the line of scrimmage. It's unheard of. The guy is phenomenal. He's doing something that's in my opinion, I don't know if it's ever been done in college football. I've called guys, I've asked guys that have coached great college quarterbacks, and I've never seen or heard of anybody doing this. If you guys find somebody, please let me know. I'd love to know.
The Cardinal were frequently on national television this season, but to make sure voters across the country are seeing the best of Luck, the Stanford Athletics Department also created a video presentation packed with compelling reasons why their star should capture the most prestigious award in college football.
Luck under center, fakes a handoff. Luck back to pass. Luck flush to the left. He's looking deep down the middle. Coming. He throws on the move. Pass a lob to Toilolo. He's got his man open in the right flat. Caught and diving for the goal line. Touchdown.
The Stanford radio play-by-play voice you hear making those calls is also voicing his opinion as to why Luck's legacy will endure on the farm.
Well, everything impresses me about Andrew. I think he is one of the most remarkable athletes I've ever been around. I'm lucky I get to see Tim Lincecum and Buster Posey, and when I was here as a student, we had so many great basketball players, and I was in the freshman dorm with Tiger Woods, and I'd put Andrew Luck in the category of those guys. I mean, the elite of the elite. He is one of the greatest athletes I've ever seen, and it's been a thrill to watch him for the last 3 years.
There's been nobody that has done what Andrew's done here over the last few years, just from a game management standpoint, and being able to say, we can put so much on Andrew. And yes, we take way too many plays into the game, but we just say, well, we can. I'd love to go into a game with 100 plays, because we're only going to run 70, but we take 270 to 300 plus, because we know that Andrew's going to get us to the right play every single time.
All season long, Stanford star athletes from the past kept returning to campus to see Luck in action.
What he's done for the program in general, he's definitely the epitome of a Stanford scholar athlete. And it's just fantastic to be here on the sideline and watching it in person.
In the regular season finale against Notre Dame, Luck passed John Elway on the school's all-time touchdown passing list. With his legacy well established in Cardinal history, now the final frontier is the national honor he was runner-up for last season. And working in Luck's favor is that 9 of the last 10 Heisman Awards have been given to quarterbacks. Shaw's case for his quarterback obviously includes the volume of impressive stats, but also drives home how Luck completes the story for what it means to be college football's most outstanding player.
This is the guy that you want. Size, speed, athleticism, toughness, arm strength, intelligence, competitiveness, leadership, academically, and he hates this. He'll never watch this. He'll never see this. This will drive him crazy. But it's just the truth. He is the ideal quarterback and the ideal football player that you want on your team.
Andrew's definitely one of our greatest athletes ever, and he's certainly one of our greatest football players ever. What he has done, and not just for the program as a whole, although that's been significant. He's really taken Stanford just to a whole new level. But not to denigrate the talent around him, Stanford has a lot of good players, but the way he has elevated everybody else on that team, I don't think there's been anybody like him in the history of this program.
Touchdown!